Warhammer 11th edition. As many of you may know, 11th edition is going to be centred around Orcs vs Blood Angels. Sound familiar? That's because that's what 2nd edition was centred around. And with it being about Orcs and Blood Angels, you know what that means? Minis. As of recording, there hasn't really been anything officially released for the Blood Angels. However, we did get this Intercessor, which seems to be a mix of Mark X and some other older parts. However, for the Orcs, there's a lot. For a while, this grainy image of what looks to be a new war boss was floating around on X and Facebook. Until after a while, Games Workshop came out and officially released it. Earlier this month, GW also released these images of a new boss knob. Finally, the most exciting mini is this new Wazdaka Guts mech, which has this very cool basing which elevates it above the base. Now moving off of minis and onto codexes. I know you all are wondering who will get their codexes refreshed first. As while nothing has been confirmed yet, we can make educated guesses. Obviously the first two will be Orcs and Blood Angels, which will most likely be followed by Xenos, like Tyranids and Drukhari. Talking about Tyranids, bring back the minis as Tyranids have quite a bit to talk about. First of all, we have the new model of the Red Terror, which scales it up a lot. And here we have the new Tyranid Prime, which is looking very clean and quite different to the old one, now holding a lash whip as to just talons. And that's it for Tyranids. Now I'm going to be talking about the new 11th edition rules. First, and personally the most interesting one, is that they will be replacing these circular objective points with new pieces of terrain. Second of all, we will be receiving a new modular detachment system, which means that you can almost mix and match which detachments. For example, you could have an Orc army centred around bikes and mechs. And finally, one more targeted towards combat, you'll actually have to roll your charge roll before selecting your target. Finally, to end it all off, we'll be having a look at the new 11th edition trailer. Okay, I'm not going to show the whole trailer. I'll link it in the description below though. I'm just going to point out some of the most interesting parts of it. Around halfway through, they start to showcase the new Wierdboy, which looks absolutely brilliant by the way, and possibly some of its new abilities and attacks. Here's the actual new Wierdboy model, which looks very cool with its pink, psychic eyes. And a little bit before this, we get a glimpse of what seems to be a new Orc Squigoth vehicle with a Gatling gun on the top. And finally, at the very end, we get the confirmation that 11th edition will be dropping June this year. And with that, we will bring the end to this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another one.